Jess, when exactly will you be coming home, young lady? And why did you go out this morning without telling me anything? I'm with John at the doctor's today. I did tell you yesterday I'd be here. Is something wrong? You're at the doctor's? Are you kidding me? Wait a sec. You mean you're still there? You left first thing this morning and you're still at the doctor's? How long can a frickin' visit to the doctor's take? When will you be getting your ass back to this house? Here's a hint. The answer better be soon. Well, I did have an appointment, but we've been sitting in the waiting room for a while now. The waiting times have been getting really bad here lately. I don't think we should be much longer, though. I bet you're only going for John's medicine. Why do you need to waste this much time on something so trivial? You're a stay-at-home housewife, Missy, and you better not forget that. You have duties to this household far more important than your son's proxy medicine. I want this place cleaned from top to bottom the second you get back. Do you understand me? Wait, what? But I already asked you if you wouldn't mind doing the housework today. Huh? What are you talking about? I have no recollection of that. Obviously, it makes more sense for you to do it. You are the housewife, after all. What did you think you were signing up for when you married my son, you imbecile? Quit talking back to me, get back to this house, and do your frickin' job. But I told you, Mathilda, I'm planning on visiting my parents after we finish up at the doctor's. Even if I do the housework today, it's gonna end up being really late. As long as that's fine by you, then I can do it. Goodness me, Jess, you're only stopping by at your folks' place to show your face, right? Why would that take all day? Wait, you're not trying to shirk your housework duties, are you? I do hope you're not the kind of girl to behave so shamefully. I did tell you this yesterday, did I not? Am I going senile or something? My mom and dad's dog has been sick these last few days. John's worried too, so we're gonna head over to check on him. That's why I asked you to do the housework just this once. Look, I get it's probably a little inconvenient for you, and I'm really sorry about that, but it is just a one-off. Would you mind doing it, please? My folks say the dog really hasn't been well. A dog? A dog is more important to you than your duties to this family as a housewife? You're a failure as a wife, a mother, and a human being. Ugh. A dog? I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. Mathilda, I have known Spike since I was a little girl. Sure, I get that he probably just seems like a pet to you, but to me, he's part of the family. I'm sorry, I get that it's probably inconvenient for you, and I apologize for that, but won't you please try to understand? Fine, I see how it is. What you're saying is, screw you, Mathilda, I refuse to fulfill my obligations to you and your family despite the fact you so kindly allowed me to marry your son and move in with you. Any objections, or did I hit the bullseye? Please don't be like this, Mathilda. You know that's not what I'm saying at all. If it's too much trouble for you to do the housework, then please feel free not to, and I'll get on top of everything as soon as I get back. It's not like I'm sleeping over or anything. Even if it's late, I promise to get everything done, okay? Look how quick she is to get irritated and defensive. That boy John's going to grow up and be just like his mother at this rate. Or worse, maybe he already inherited your defective genes. Oh my God, it doesn't bear thinking about. Oh, that poor boy. We can't have him ending up like you. What's that supposed to mean? Now, I might be overprotective with him sometimes, but from where I'm standing, it looks like John is growing up to be a good, honest young man. Good and honest? Oh, let's face it, the reason you're at the doctor's all the time is most likely because he's a weak, feeble excuse of a boy with a bad immune system due to your poor parenting techniques. But more importantly, do you have any idea how much trouble you two have caused me? I mean, seriously, trying to palm off your housework duties on your aged mother-in-law. Disgraceful would be understating it. It was only last week he was in bed all day with the sniffles. I'm embarrassed to call that sorry excuse of a child my grandson. Do not speak about my son like that. It's not like he enjoys being ill, so leave him alone. You've been spoiling that boy far too much lately. You know, back in my day when we were sick, we just got on with it. Ever heard of a stiff upper lip? We certainly didn't go running to the doctors at the first sign of trouble like you weaklings nowadays. The reason he's so weak and feeble is because he knows that every time he gets ill, you'll be fawning over him, catering to his every need and whim like some subservient slave woman. You're encouraging him to get ill with your abominable parenting techniques. It was me who asked you to do the housework. Leave John out of this. It has nothing to do with him. Now, if you wouldn't mind, stop saying such awful things. You do not tell me what to do, young lady. Who on earth do you think you are? Besides, it's God's honest truth. What would you have me do? Lie? Ugh, I knew it. I knew this would happen. This is why I was so opposed to the idea of you and my son getting married in the first place. If only he could have found himself someone with less attitude. I knew your arrogant, self-absorbed personality would end up causing problems. You're incapable of doing housework, and you can't even look after your own son. If you care about what's best for my son, Gary, how about you put him out of his misery and get a divorce, like, right now? Shut up, just shut up already. Just because you're my mother-in-law doesn't give you any right to speak to me like crap. You have no right to speak to me like this, not about my family dog, not about John, not about anything. Excuse me, is that any way to speak to your mother-in-law? Mark my words, Missy, this little rebellious streak of yours ends right here, right now. If this is your attitude, then you leave me no choice. You just activated my trap card, you little witch. You'll only have yourself to blame for the hell that's about to rain down on you. Prepare yourself for the worst. Whatever, the bottom line is I'll be back home late tonight. So I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Mathilda, I'm sorry to bother you, but I really need to ask you something. Is now a good time? What's wrong, dear? Your boy John's medicine wouldn't have happened to have gone missing, would it? How do you know about that? I knew you must have had something to do with it. You know something about this, don't you? Tell me where it is. No, dear, of course not. It was just a lucky guess, that's all. I don't admit to knowing a thing. We have to go out now, but I can't find it anywhere. John could be in danger without that medicine. Do you have any idea how important it is? I can't believe you'd take it. If you know, please just tell me. I won't be mad. I don't even have time to be mad because we have to go out. This isn't the time for games, Mathilda. Games? What's gotten into you, dear? Are you going crazy or something? Would you like me to call a shrink? I told you I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Surely you just misplaced it because you're a messy and disorganized failure of a woman. I mean, good grief, it's a little rich of you to try and blame your lack of discipline on your poor elderly mother-in-law. I'm not joking, Mathilda. We really need that medicine. What would you do if something happened to John? That's your responsibility as his mother, moron. Anyway, for the millionth time, I don't know anything about your stupid medicine, so stop harping on at me already. If you're going to make wild accusations against me, at least come at me with proof. I don't have any proof. But why else would you have just said that? I didn't even say anything about medicine, but somehow you knew it was missing. Drop the act already. Like I said, lucky guess. You read too deeply into things, dear. I feel bad for John having a mom like you. Imagine how horrible it must be for him, having to be around someone so neurotic all the time. Oh, that poor boy. You really are the most useless piece of garbage wife ever to walk the face of the earth. Do you know that? What am I saying? Of course you don't. You're so arrogant and self-absorbed, you probably don't even care if you're a burden on those around you. Pfft, blaming others for your own irresponsibility. This is rich, even for you. How dare you? Look, I'm sorry. If I made a misunderstanding, I genuinely apologize. Do you think your little proxy apology gets you off the hook, Missy? You're messing with the wrong mother-in-law here. You young people these days. I'll never forgive you if my grandson grows into a useless waste of space like his mother. And what must my poor son's life be like with you as his wife? Oh, I shudder to think. Look, like I said, I am sorry for causing a fuss over the medicine. If you really don't know anything about it, then let's just forget it. I'll keep looking. I'll find it even if I have to turn the place upside down. Finally! Why couldn't you have been mature from the get-go? You might be incapable of doing housework, but you should at least keep on top of your son's medicine. You're not even capable of living up to your bare minimum of responsibilities as a mother. It's really quite pathetic. I'll tell you what, here's some extra motivation. If you don't find it soon, you won't have a home for much longer. You're right, I totally deserve to be kicked out if I don't find the medicine. Sorry again, Mathilda, and thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to speak to me. That's right, finally some respect. Don't ever bug me with trivial, nonsensical crap like this again, or there will be hell to pay. Now go and find that medicine. You'll never be able to forgive yourself if something happens to John as a result of your sloppy parenting. If he dies, it'll be all your fault. I know. Sorry to trouble you. I'll be showing my face at my parents' house again today. I'll be back home around noon tomorrow at the latest. Again? Actually, you know what? I'll let it slide. This time. I'll be going out with my friend for drinks today, so it doesn't matter. Oh, aren't I generous and big-hearted? But don't think this gets you off the hook. You better make sure you do the housework the second you get back. You can at least do that, right? Yes. If you don't, I'll be very angry with you. You won't like me when I'm angry. I suggest you be very careful, Missy. All right. Catch you later. Where's my supper? Do you want me to lose my temper with you? It's about time you got your act together, Missy. You're on thin ice already, so I suggest you start behaving like a proper housewife and soon. Sorry, but I didn't make any supper. Me, John, and Gary aren't home right now. Huh? Why on earth not? Where the hell are you then? Do you know what time it is? I fall asleep for 5 minutes, and when I wake up, you've all disappeared. Is this any way to be treating your poor elderly mother-in-law? This is not acceptable behavior. I'm really sorry, Mathilda. We're at a funeral right now, so please cook your own supper. We don't need any, so don't worry about cooking any extra for us. Huh? Whose funeral? What are you talking about? This is the first I've heard about a funeral. There's no way I can say this without sounding rude, so I'm just gonna come out with it. Don't play dumb with me, Mathilda. Don't pretend you don't know, because I know that's not possible. No, really, what are you talking about? Believe me, dear, I may not be as young as I once was, but my memory's doing just fine. And a funeral is hardly the kind of thing I'd forget about if I'd heard something about it. This all happened because of you. You're not getting out of this by feigning ignorance. How are you going to make this right? Hey, wait a sec. Wait. Really? You have to be joking me, right? I wish I was joking. But I'm not. Is John really? No, this has to be some kind of sick joke. I never meant for this to happen. No! You never meant for this to happen? What's that supposed to mean? Quit beating around the bush already and tell me exactly what you did. John's medicine. John's medicine? What about it? So it was you who took it then? Ugh, I knew it. I knew I hadn't misplaced it. But I didn't throw it away because I wanted this to happen. If I'd known, I would never have done it. I swear. I just wanted to teach you a little lesson for your despicable behavior is all. Jess, please. What was I supposed to do? You weren't fulfilling your duties to this family as my son's wife. This isn't what I wanted, I swear. Is that so? I'm relieved to hear you say that. All right, this conversation is over. For now. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? You don't need to know that. And besides, I don't have time to be having this conversation right now. Like I just told you, I'm at a funeral. We'll be discussing this again later. No, wait, I'll come and meet you. Where's the funeral home? Tell me where you are, and I'll be down in a jiffy. I have to be there. Why would you come? Why? Like hell I'm missing my own grandson's funeral. I can't risk the neighbors finding out I didn't go to my own grandson's funeral. They'll have a field day. The rumor mill would never stop, and my reputation in this town would be ruined forever. Wow, if that's how you think, you're the last person we need here. You're not invited. Don't bother trying to find us because we don't want to see you. What? But this is my grandson's funeral we're talking about here. You'd deprive him the right to be mourned by his own grandmother? We'll be discussing everything later, that included. Like I said, I don't have time to be having this conversation right now. For the time being, sit quietly at home and wait. I'll message you once things have settled down on our end. Jess, no, wait! How could you be so irresponsible? Just wait, you can't do this to me, no! All right, Mathilda, let's do this. Everything's over here now, so let's continue where we left off yesterday, shall we? Why was nobody answering the phone? I tried calling Gary and your parents so many times I lost count. I was starting to think my phone was broken. I missed my own grandson's funeral because of you. What am I supposed to do if the neighbors find out and think badly of me? Do you have any idea how hard I worked to ingratiate myself with these people? Oh my God, my reputation would be finished. That's what you're worrying about in this situation? Seriously? I think you have more serious things to be concerned about than that. More serious things? Like what? Did you conveniently forget that you threw the medicine away? Do you understand what's going to happen if people found out what you did? Do you have any idea of the gravity of the situation you're in? What is with you, woman? You can't seriously be threatening me at a time like this with everything that's going on. Your son just died, you heartless demon. You are a disgrace to all mothers. Please, Mathilda, you're the last person on earth who has the right to say that to me. And what are you talking about? John's doing absolutely fine. He's next to me right now, in fact. Huh? What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? Why would you randomly assume John was dead? Stop it, you weirdo. It's creepy. The only disgrace here is you. You're not just a disgrace to all mothers, you're a disgrace to humanity. But you said it yourself that you were at a funeral. That's why I was panicking so much. If you don't believe me, how about I send a picture? Both John and Gary are totally fine, so chill your beans. I'm about to send one of all three of us. That's the last time you'll ever see us, so make sure to cherish it, okay? Maybe you can frame it and put it up on the wall so you can be reminded of how you were such a vile, nasty piece of work that even your own family wanted nothing to do with you. What are you talking about? You mean, you lied about the funeral? No, there most certainly was a funeral. I told you on several occasions, right? That my mom and dad's dog had been ill lately? It was our dog's funeral. Spike is dead. The dog? You made me almost lose my mind over a goddamn dog? Why weren't you just straight with me from the beginning? He was getting old. We've had him since I was a kid, and he was always there while I was growing up. It's not like we were too surprised when his health took a turn for the worst. But still, that doesn't make it any less upsetting. He was like family to us. Do not screw me around, Missy. I'm asking you a question. Why did you confuse me by being so damn ambiguous? You made it sound like it was my fault. He died on the day you were sending all those abusive messages. When John and I showed our faces at my folks' place, remember? Apparently he died not long after we left. And what does that have to do with me? I left earlier than planned so I could make it in time to do the housework after all your pestering. Which is why I wasn't even around for his final moments. What the? Oh, don't drag me into your pathetic sentimental wallowing, you melodramatic crybaby. You made me worry for nothing. Pathetic, sentimental wallowing? That dog was like family to me. Family? Oh. Let's be real here. It's really not as sad as you're making it out to be, is it? He was old, so I knew his time would come before long. The only saving grace was that I was able to prepare myself to a certain extent. But because of your meddling, I wasn't even able to say goodbye properly. What do you mean? How many times are you gonna make me say it? What you did with John's medicine. My dog loved John. And you threw away John's important medicine. As his mother, I can never forgive you. Well, who cares? Quit crying over spilled milk, you big baby. It's over already. Besides, John was fine, right? All's well that ends well. How long do you plan on dragging this out, you bloviating drama queen? Sure, it's over, just like you say. As is our relationship with you. Huh? Wait, you said that when you sent the photo just now, too. Do you think I'm the only one who's furious with you for what you did? Gary and John are saying they'll never forgive you for this. I'm just grateful you at least confessed for what you did. Wait, no, did you tell them everything? I didn't need to. They've been both next to me the whole time. They saw the messages. Which is why none of us will ever be coming back to that house. Naturally, that means we're cutting all ties with you forever. My son Gary, too? No, you can't do that. I won't allow it. You tried to hurt our son. You must be insane if you think you deserve forgiveness. Hurt him, but he's fine. Nothing happened, for God's sake. Can't we all just drop it and move on? Stop making a mountain out of a molehill. It was just some medicine. He's alive and kicking next to you right now, isn't he? We had to make an emergency rush to the doctors for some more medicine because of you. You caused us so much hassle, you had no idea John had to have another medical examination. Plus, insurance doesn't cover repeat prescriptions in the case of loss, so we had to pay full price. So what? It's fine. It is not fine. Besides, this isn't just about John. You were even bugging me during the funeral. You've got some nerve to pretend everything's fine after your atrocious behavior. I can't believe I'm being disowned by my own son at this ripe old age. I'm a pensioner, you know. What am I supposed to do without him? Not my problem. What's more concerning is the fact that you made it to that ripe old age without knowing the difference between right and wrong. You made your bed, now lie in it. After that, we cut the wicked stepmother out of our lives for good and embarked on a fresh start. Mathilda had always hated me and John, but as vile as she was, it was clear to me that she loved Gary, my husband, and her son. Which is why I wasn't surprised when she desperately begged and pleaded with him to reconsider after we announced we no longer wanted anything to do with her. To make matters worse for her, her worst fears came true when her neighbors found out about her antics and rumors started to spread around town. As a result, she became a social pariah and quickly lost all her friends. Unable to bear the shame, eventually, she decided to move away. Just because I was prepared for the worst with the dog being old didn't make it any less painful when he finally went. Family is family, after all, right? So, yeah, losing the dog hurt, and it sucked a lot. However, I can't say the same for seeing what became of Mathilda. She totally deserves the loneliness and isolation that awaits her. As for little John, he didn't seem to miss her one bit, which was really revealing, and showed just how little effort she'd put into building a relationship with him. I mean, really? Making fun of someone because their dog died? They say what goes around comes around, and in this case, truer words were never spoken.
Hey, Julian, how's it going? You get off work yet?
Yeah, the boss are just doing crazy overtime this work. But I just got out. I'm on my way home as we speak.
Great! Glad to hear it, honey. No kidding, he's been working you guys to the bone lately. You gonna eat out somewhere before you get home?
I didn't eat yet. I'm trying not to spend much on eating out, so I'm gonna rustle myself some minute when I get back.
Oh, really? What will you make?
I'm thinking of doing a spicy chicken stir-fry. I've had this crazy urge to eat spicy stuff lately, and Lord knows I could do with more vegetables in my life. Plus a side of instant soup. I've been bulk buying these multi-packs lately. Oh, they taste so good for how cheap they are.
Wow, get you! Since when did you cook healthy meals for yourself? Color me astonished. I was certain you'd just pick up a ready meal or grab a burger at a drive-thru somewhere on the way home.
Well, I am away living all on my lonesome for my work transfer. Health is numero uno. If I don't look after myself while I'm out here, no one else will. Don't get me wrong, I won't be getting a job at any 5-star restaurants anytime soon, but I have been cooking simple meals for myself.
It seems like you're really living conscientiously and trying to look after yourself. I'm pleased to hear it, sweetie. I never thought I'd live to see the day. Sounds like you don't need me anymore.
Don't even joke about things like that. Whether I cook or not, I'm still out here in Philly all on my own, away from my family. It can get pretty lonely sometimes.
Sorry, babe, I was just kidding. That reminds me. I messaged you because there was something I wanted to ask you.
What is it?
It's summer break soon. You will be coming back, right? Shall we go somewhere as a family? I'd love for us all to just forget the world and go on vacation somewhere together. It's been so long. But if we do, we'll need to book everything, so it's best we decide in advance.
I'm sorry, Kylie. I've actually been meaning to message you about this. I can't make it back for summer break anymore.
Huh? Why not?
There have been a bunch of reforms at work that mean we have to go in for a few small shifts each week over summer break now. I do still have some paid vacation left, but they wouldn't stretch far enough to cover a holiday. The shifts seem pointless, honestly. 2 hours here, 4 hours there. But the company has been struggling lately, and they're trying to up output in whatever way they can. The summer break's not looking good.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about these new shifts, but I would have at least hoped you could book them off.
I actually spoke with the boss about this earlier today. I practically begged him to give me enough time off to fit in a holiday with you guys, but he said his hands are tied. I see, that's such a shame.
But there'll always be other opportunities. We'll just have to go on an extra luxurious, extra extravagant holiday next time.
And that's the spirit. I'm sorry though, babe. I was really looking forward to going away somewhere together, just the three of us. Next time I get a big chunk of time off, I'll take you both somewhere nice, I promise.
Thanks. It's fine though, Julian. Really. Don't worry about it. Work is work and it can't be helped.
That may be so, but I can't deny the whole thing has left me feeling a little dispirited. I was dead set on coming back. I have no idea how gobsmacked I was when they announced these new shift patterns. I couldn't wait to see you and Ayla again.
I know, honey. Isla will probably be broken up about it too. She'd have been over the moon to have her daddy back for the summer.
Ugh, I know, it sucks. Not only that, but I promised I'll be back last time we video called. What if she thinks I'm a liar?
She'll be sad and disappointed, but I'm sure she'll come around when I explain why. She's a clever girl for her age. Don't worry, sweetie. Leave Ayla to me.
Okay, thanks babe, you're the best.
No way. You're the one who flew out there all on your own for the huge work opportunity to give me and your daughter a better life. No one blames you, sweetie, so don't be too hard on yourself, okay? It's really not a big deal. We'll get plenty of other opportunities to go away together when your transfer ends.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Carla, one of the moms from kindergarten, is calling me. Gotta go. Speak again soon, babe. Night-night. Hey, Julian, you okay? You're off work now, right?
Nope, I'm still stuck at the damn office. That jackass Denzel has been having me do extra overtime lately. What even is this? Overtime on my overtime? Over overtime?
Wow, at this time? I'm really sorry to hear that, honey. Just think of all the extra money you're making and don't forget to breathe. I'll message you later. Hope they let you go soon.
It's cool. I'm waiting for a new order to be finalized, so I have time right now. What's up? Did you want to talk about something?
Oh, you do? Okay, well, it's about summer break. I was thinking it might be nice to take Isla away somewhere nice. Just me and her? Would you mind if we went just the two of us?
Would I mind? Not at all. That's a great idea. Be my guest. And where'd you have in mind?
I've been thinking about a few places, but I haven't decided yet. I wanted to get the go-ahead from you first.
I see. Aha! Light bulb moment. Why don't you both come down to Philly and we can all go somewhere together? I should be able to get a few days off, so how about we all go sightseeing as a family? I'll be so happy to see you both again.
We want to see you too, sweetie, but is that really a good idea? There's nothing in the part of Philly you're staying in. Isla would be bored out of her skull, and you know what a handful she can be once the sulking begins.
Oh, I guess you'd have a point.
I'm sorry, babe. I hope you're not upset. I'm sure we'll come and see you at some point. It's just that there's this theme park Isla's been begging me to take her to for months now, and I don't think she'd ever forgive me if we went on any kind of holiday that didn't involve going there.
It's fine, I understand. Sorry for putting you in an awkward position.
Don't be silly. You have nothing to apologize for. I'm sorry we couldn't come.
Oh man, I really wanted to come with you guys.
I know, honey. I know.
Oh yeah, how did Ayla take the news of me not coming home for spring break? She didn't get mad or anything, did she?
She was fine. I told you, she's a clever girl. She understood it couldn't be helped when I explained it was due to work stuff. And she knows the reason you're not around right now is to provide the two of us with a better life.
I see. Well, in that case, I'm pleased.
Don't get me wrong. We're both missing you like crazy.
I guess no one could blame me for that. Seriously though, I'm missing you both too.
I know, honey. But we have to remember your work arrangement is only temporary. And Isla's so excited about this theme park trip that it'll probably help her forget how sad she is about her daddy not being around, even if just for a little while. I think this is just what she needs. Good luck with work, sweetie. Hopefully Denzel starts going easier on you from now on.
Gah! I really want to come with you. Should I ask him one more time? Maybe if I say pretty please with a cherry on top. Kerry from sales did come back off sick leave lately, so maybe we have the manpower to fill the gap now?
No, you can't. I mean, you shouldn't do that, sweetie. Surely it'd cost the company all manner of inconvenience if you tried to book a vacation on such short notice. The reason you got that transfer in the first place is because you're such a team player. I know it sucks, but we're just gonna have to accept it.
Fine, I guess work do need me. We'll just carry on going to the office.
Come on, this isn't like you, Julian. What was it you always used to say? It might be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. We'll look back on these days and laugh one day. I just know it. Besides, me and Ayla will send you some souvenirs. I know how much you love your whiskey. I'm sure a generous supply of rocket fuel will help cheer you up. Things might not be ideal, but this doesn't have to be all doom and gloom, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, did you just say whiskey? Hell yeah, now we're talking.
That's the spirit. Me and Ayla will find you some other things, too. We'll put together a bumper bag of surprises. So get excited!
Thanks, babe, that helps. Having that to look forward to will make work a little more tolerable. Since I can't be there, I want you and Ayla to have enough fun for the three of us.
We will, sweetie, I promise. It's getting late, so I have to put her to bed soon. See you later, honey.
Julian, are you still away in Philly on that business trip?
Yeah, I am. Why? It's not a business trip. I'm away on transfer. I'll be here for a while longer, yeah. I wasn't able to make it back for summer break because the company overhauled our shift patterns.
So that's why.
Why, what? It's not like you to contact me. What's up, Mom?
I'm messaging you because I have something very important to tell you. You need to leave your wife immediately.
Huh? I need to leave my wife. What the hell are you talking about? You know, message me for months at a time and then you suddenly show up out of the blue demanding I leave Kylie? Did she do something to upset you? Or have you been being mean to her?
Don't be silly. I'd never waste my time with something so fatuous.
And then why would you show up out of nowhere demanding I leave my wife? Did something happen between you and Kylie?
This goes beyond me and Kylie. She left your poor daughter all on her own while she went out to cheat on you. That's why you need to leave her immediately.
Cheat on me? What are you talking about?
Your wife, Kylie, left out poor Ayla all on her own at the house and disappeared off somewhere. From what I can tell, she's away on holiday with some other guy as we speak.
Wait a sec. None of this makes any sense. I don't follow what you're saying. Please would you kindly explain what the hell it is you're talking about?
All right, I will. Listen up and listen well. I paid a surprise visit to your house today. I was on a sightseeing holiday with your Aunt Mildred, and I just happened to be in the neighborhood. I had some souvenirs I wanted to give you all.
The house was empty, right? The two of them went away for summer vacation.
I'm getting to that part. Ayla had been left all on her own at the house. She said her mother had gone out and she didn't know when she'd be back.
She said what?
No one answered when I rang the doorbell, and I was about to give up and go home. I just assumed she'd taken Ayla out somewhere without telling me and didn't think much of it. Just as I started walking back to the car, the old lady from next door came out with Ayla.
The old lady from next door, you mean Edith?
Yes, her name was Edith. Apparently, the two of them rushed outside when Ayla spotted me looking out the window. Then Edith told me what Kylie had told her.
Well, what did she say?
Apparently, she told Edith her mother-in-law had collapsed and she urgently had to get to the hospital. Which is why she asked her if she'd look after Ayla. She said she'd be back within 2 or 3 days. Imagine Edith's surprise when I told her I was Kylie's mother-in-law. Her jaw almost hit the floor.
What the? I didn't even... What the heck is she playing at? So, she lied to the neighbor to get her to look after Ayla and went off somewhere.
That's what it seems like. When I was outside speaking to Edith, a few of the other moms from the neighborhood happened to pass by and stopped speaking to us when they heard Kylie's name mentioned. They told me all sorts of stories about her. Apparently, when you're not around, the neighbors constantly see different guys going in and out of the house. She's become the subject of practically every rumor in the neighborhood.
Are we still talking about my wife, Kylie, here? You've got to be joking me.
Edith's very old, so she spends most of her time holed up indoors and doesn't speak to the rest of the neighbors all that much. She hadn't heard about the rumors. That's why she didn't suspect anything when Kylie asked her to look after Ayla. I can't believe it. That woman has no shame. Do you understand why I told you to leave her now?
Mom, this can't be. There's no way she'd do anything like that. This is absurd. We message each other every day. I've never detected so much of a hint of dishonesty from her.
Maybe this will change your mind. The lady from across the street was so confused by what was going on, she started taking photos of all these guys going in and out of your house. I was struggling to take everything in at the time, but she asked if I wanted them, and I thought it better I have some kind of proof of her misdeeds before telling you about them. I can send them over if you like.
It's okay, I believe you, Mom. Oh, God damn it. So Kylie really is cheating on me.
If she's lying to the neighbor about me collapsing so she can dump Ayla on her and rush off somewhere, at the very least she's doing something she shouldn't be. Anyway, I couldn't let your wife carry on inconveniencing that poor old dear next door for even a second longer. I took Ayla home with me. We're together at my house now.
Thank you so much, Mom. I owe you big time.
You can say that again. Me and your Aunt Mildred had to cancel our holiday because of this. I expect generous recompense. I accept payment in the form of bottles of wine. What are you going to do about Kylie? If there's anything I can help you with, just say the word.
I'm so sorry for all this, Mom. I'll try messaging her. I'll decide what I'm going to do next once I've seen what she has to say for herself. Please carry on looking after Ayla for the time being.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. It's been so long since I saw her, I almost forgot what a little bundle of joy she is. She seems very happy to see me and your dad again. Don't worry about her one bit, okay, dear? I want you to focus on doing what needs to be done.
Kylie, where are you right now?
Huh? I'm on vacation. Why are you asking all of a sudden? Is something wrong?
No, I was just wondering if you're enjoying your vacation is all.
We're having an amazing time, sweetie. It's been so long. Ayla's having so much fun. I've been finding it hard to keep her under control. I know it's a little early, but we were tired and decided to come back to the hotel for the night. We're just chilling and watching movies together with some popcorn now.
I see, sounds cozy. I'd love to see some photos of you both having a good time. Send me a couple of pics, why don't you?
Huh? You want some photos? We've been riding roller coasters and battling out in bumper cars all day, and my makeup's a mess. I don't really feel like taking pictures right now. Sorry, hun. Is tomorrow okay?
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind if you're not in them. Just send me some of Ayla.
Oh, sorry, hun, but Ayla's completely exhausted from playing all day. I'll send some tomorrow. Surely you want to see her at her cutest while she's having fun, right?
No, really, I don't mind. She's just as cute to me when she's tired. Go ahead, just one pic is fine.
Sorry, sweetie, it'll have to be tomorrow. I'm super worn out myself. You wouldn't believe how busy we've been today. I was just about to take a nap.
That's fine, you can have your nap after you send me a pic. It'll only take a second. Go on, send the pic. Now.
Ugh, do you ever give up? Just freaking drop it already, Julian. You're normally so kind and understanding when I say I'm not feeling up to something. What's gotten into you today?
It's probably because I'm so kind and understanding that this happened in the first place.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? I have no idea what you're talking about. Look, honey, I'm really tired. I'd love to make idle chit-chat with you, but not today. I'll video call you when our vacation's over.
You're tired? That's gotta be the laziest excuse I've ever heard. Admit it! You can send me a pic of Ayla even if you wanted to, could you?
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's physically impossible for you to take a picture of Ayla right now. I mean, how could you? You're not with her. Because you left her behind and went on vacation without her.
Huh? You've lost me, honey. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Forgive me, I'm not being direct enough. You're on a lover's holiday with one of the guys you cheat on me with, aren't you? I know everything.
What the hell? No! Why would you think that? Why are you coming at me with all this nonsense? Did something happen?
I said I know everything. So you can drop the act now. You lied to Edith next door, so she'd look after Ayla. I know you're on vacation with some other guy. Where was it again? A Californian hot spring resort? Stop wasting my time with your pathetic act. You're not fooling anyone.
Huh? How did you know I left Isla with the neighbor?
My mom called by her house today because she happened to be in the area while on vacation. She ran into Edith from next door while she was there, who turned out had been looking after Ayla.
Wait, so you mean your mom told you all this?
That's right.
Phew! I think I understand now. Don't worry, babe. This is all just one huge misunderstanding on your mom's part. It's true. I may have told Edith a little white lie so she'd look after Isla for a little while. But that was only so I could go on holiday with my friend Carla. You know, one of the moms from kindergarten? I'm not cheating on you, baby. I swear.
I said stop wasting my time with this goddamn pathetic act, you lying hoe bag! I heard from all the other moms in the neighborhood about the endless streams of guys that could be seen showing up at the house when I'm not around.
Oh my God, Julian.
Or should I say the other moms in the neighborhood told my mom what you'd been up to when they heard your name mentioned. It seemed to be the subject of more than a few rumors on our street. Apparently, virtually all of our neighbors know about the conveyor belt of guys who show up at our house when I'm not there.
No way. Surely you don't believe this. That's preposterous. They're just rumors, honey, I swear.
You can't worm your way out of this one, Kylie. I have photos of several of them going in and out of the house. Steve's wife, Emma, from across the street, thought something suspicious might be going on and started taking photos a few months back. Not only that, but I know about the secret Pete Book account you've been using to keep a log of your depraved exploits. You probably thought you were being so secretive having them come in through the back door. But practically the whole neighborhood knows about your secret. You're the talk of the town.
What? Seriously?
They all know about your secret Pete Book page too. Apparently they all share your posts with each other while laughing about what a train wreck of a human being you are. Apparently one of them found it by chance a little while back. And wow, the stuff you post on there? It's actually scary how shameless you are. Chilling in a Californian hot spring with our main man.
So that's how you know where I am. Wait, what? The neighbors have been taking photos of the house behind my back and stalking my social media accounts? How dare they? This is an invasion of my privacy.
Yeah, I won't deny it. It's bad taste to take photos of people without their permission. But if she hadn't done that, I would never have gotten hold of all this damning proof of your affair. And please, how can you complain about people looking at your Pete Book page? Isn't that the whole point of social media? Anyway, the bottom line is I have definitive proof of your affair. I want a divorce.
What? A divorce?
Yes, a divorce. I have no intention of staying married to someone as treacherous and deceitful as you. Why don't you just get remarried to your main man? You know, the guy you were sipping cocktails in the hot spring in the photos with?
No. Let's not be hasty here, Julian. Just wait. He's nothing more than a cheap fling. Divorce is going too far.
The fact that you betrayed your family over a cheap fling makes it even worse. We are so done. If the prospect of divorce is so terrifying to you, perhaps you could have, I don't know, not cheated on me in the first place?
I told you, Julian, I was lonely. Your whole life is nothing but work, and more work. You went away on transfer to Philly and left me all on my own. What else was I supposed to do? I wish you'd try to understand my feelings.
Not a single day went by where I wasn't pained by the loneliness of being so far away from you and Ayla. Not a single day went by where I didn't wish I could just forget work and come home to be with you both. But my family are more important to me than anything in the world, which is why I'd never cheat on you. So no, I don't understand your feelings at all.
But Julian, divorce is going too far. Can we please stop overreacting and talk this through like adults?
You told barefaced lies to trick the neighbor into looking after Ayla, so you could leave her behind while you jetted off to California to stab me in the back. Who in their right mind would stay married to someone capable of that? I could never trust you again. Divorce is the only option, and that's final. You don't have the right to refuse.
I'm sorry. I'll never do anything like this again, I swear. Please, just rethink the divorce, baby. Please, I'm begging you.
No, it's fine, really. Please, carry on to your heart's content. I wouldn't want our pesky daughter getting in the way of you jetting across America with your lovers. So I tell you what, I'll do you a favor. And take her off your hands. I'd hate for you to ever get lonely again. So by all means, see as many guys as you like. Look on the bright side. At least you won't have to hide it anymore. After that, I hired a lawyer and filed for divorce as quickly as possible. Kylie did try to fight me over it and was stubbornly defiant in her unwillingness to go through with the divorce. But in the face of the mountains of photo evidence of her misdeeds, she didn't have a leg to stand on, and was ultimately forced to sign the papers through gritted teeth. While I did find the formidable power of the neighborhood mommy network somewhat terrifying, I have nothing but gratitude for them. My ex-wife's extracurricular activities have been common knowledge after she became a regular topic of conversation at their gossip sessions. She was quite literally the talk of the town. I found out later on that Emma from across the street, who had diligently gathered proof of my ex-wife's lover's illicit backdoor entries, had intended to show me the photos when I came home from my work transfer. It turns out the neighborhood moms found her behavior just as despicable as I did. As a result of the evidence, a divorce was finalized without me having to pay a single cent in alimony. I won custody of Ayla, and Kylie was forced to leave the house. After my work transfer ended, I came home, and I'm currently living happily with my mom and Ayla. My mom's been super supportive throughout the whole thing, and I feel lucky to have her. Ayla told me after the divorce that it wasn't the first time her mother had left her with Edith from next door. Until the very last time, my ex cried and wailed, disagreed and protested, and begged and pleaded for me and Ayla not to leave her. But if we were that important to her, she never would have cheated on me in the first place. I find it pretty ironic that as a result of cheating on me to assuage her loneliness, she's now the loneliest she's ever been in her life. As for what the future holds for me and Ayla, one thing's for certain. I'm going to do everything in my power to ensure she grows up surrounded by love, warmth, and affection. She'll never get lonely on my watch. I'm looking forward to making all sorts of amazing memories with her. First up, a luxurious family holiday with me, Ayla, and my mom. I do still have a lot to make up for her having to call off her last one, after all. Oops, that reminds me, I owe her a bottle of wine.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.